Hello everyone and welcome back on my channel for a different kind of video today. So I wasn't sure if I was going to make a video at all, but since I started on YouTube and since people started following my content more and more, I couldn't help but notice that some questions were asked a lot under my videos, and I thought, you know what, maybe if I actually dedicate a video answering those questions, perhaps it will make it so that those questions aren't asked anymore. Because as you can expect, it can be a bit jarring and tiring to get the same questions again and again and again, especially if I answer those questions to people. And I get that not many people read comments or my answers to those comments, so I understand why the questions keep on coming again and again. But yeah, it's a bit annoying. So once and for all, let me just answer. This question was asked a lot, especially under my young boy's reactions, which is about my accent and the way I speak, because not many people grasped where I'm from exactly, and it's perfectly fine. So I'm from Switzerland, but in Switzerland you have 5 national languages, and it depends on where exactly you live in Switzerland, but your main language is going to be one of the 5. So my main language is French. Je parle français, donc je suis absolument pas française en revanche. And that's actually the thing that kind of, I don't want to say trigger because trigger is a big word, but kind of annoyed me because people assumed that I was French just because I speak French. And listen, I know that not many people know that, but speaking French doesn't inherently mean that you're French. There are other countries, Switzerland for example, where I'm from, where you speak French. So yeah, didn't really like being compared to a Frenchie, but anyway, that's on me. So yeah, so my main language is French, and technically speaking, we learned German in school as well, but I sucked at it. The grammar is way too complicated for me. It's not a very intuitive language, I feel like. Sometimes you need to put the verb at the end of the sentence, and so it's not intuitive for me, and I know I struggled a lot in school, but then I also learned Italian a bit, and I'm actually part Italian. I cannot speak it, I can only barely comprehend. I would say I can comprehend like maybe 40% when I read it or when I hear it. But yeah, so my main language is French. And about how I learned English, well, in Switzerland, and I think it's actually the same in Sweden from what I could tell when I was gathering information and stuff, you have to learn English pretty early. I think my first English course was when I was around 12. So yeah, we learn English, we learn how to pronounce words, we learn how to, the grammar and stuff, vocabulary, reading comprehension. We have like books we need to read and do essays on, etc, etc. So yeah, my English is good, I guess. Obviously I'm not a native speaker and I would never say that I am, and there are some words that I still don't understand, and since it's not my main language, it's a bit harder when I'm filming video because I try to be 100% myself. But I would say that my vocabulary in French is a lot more colorful because I make a lot of like jokes and metaphors and stuff that don't just translate exactly right in English. So you don't get the full taste of my personality. I'm actually quite a funny person, I swear. But yeah, so basically my main language is French. We learned English in school, and that's why I can speak it well, I guess. The other question that was thrown around a lot under my videos is whether or not I'm going to react to scam or scam, and I mean scam Norway, scam France. And to put it bluntly, no, I'm never going to react to those shows. There is a reason for that. You need to understand that although I've only been active on YouTube as a content creator since 2 years, I was on the internet when all those shows dropped. And I mean, hey, I'm queer, so of course I watched those shows. I mean, most of them. I was around when Scam Norway dropped, and I watched the clips back then. From what I can remember, I did feel like connected to the characters, and I found them cute, and also, I mean, there were heartbreaking moments as well, because gays love a good drama, right? But I didn't felt that the type of connection I feel with other show I've watched recently, for example, Young Royals. So I'm never going to be able to react to Scam Norway, because even though I didn't watch the whole thing. I've watched enough and I was around when it came out and I know the storyline, so my reaction wouldn't really be entertaining, I feel like. And as for Scam Friends, I never watched it completely and I never ate into because, and this is going to get me a lot of hate, I already know it, but please remember that French is my main language. I think the acting is terrible, okay? There are some moments which are good, but from a native French speaker, oh, the acting is bad. Like, there's no words. I'm sorry. I apologize. This may be an unpopular opinion because I didn't see many people talk about it. And you know what? If this show is special to you, is dear to your heart, it's great, and I'm really happy that this show did this for you. But me, I just couldn't get through it. And if I feel the characters don't like feel real, if I don't like, if I feel the thing they say they don't mean it, I don't know how to explain. I'm never going to be able to be into it. So you know, Scam Friends, not for me. And as for other shows, I intend to react to Drug, I think it's called like that, pretty soon. Actually, right after this video. But yeah, I'm mostly going to react to only the queer-centric seasons because, to be blunt, I don't care about the rest. And I'm sorry, and I'm sure I'm like sleeping on many lovely characters when I say that, but I don't care about straight storylines. Anyway, some other questions that were thrown at me either on Twitter or under my videos are people not exactly knowing what the fuck I'm doing with my life. And what I mean by that is that in my videos I often say that I have to go to work and I have school as well and stuff, and so many people don't exactly understand how I can work and be in school at the same time. In Switzerland, they have different ways you can go after completing your mandatory education, and I'm not going to go into my life history because you don't care, but basically I'm following an apprenticeship, I think that's how it's called, and I'm studying to become an assistant librarian. So I have classes, there are days where I'm in school, not many because I have the qualifications to be exempt of some courses. So I have school and the rest of the time I'm at work, working in a public library, and I really love it. Something that confused a lot of people as well is how you should call me, and I don't want to publicly disclose my name on YouTube, so I'm not gonna do it, but I've said it on Twitter, I think a couple of times, and some of my friends call me by my name on Twitter, so it's not exactly a secret, I just don't want to broadcast my name. So you can either call me Love Myself, like this channel, or you can call me Saphony, because Saphony is the name I use on Twitter. It's not my Twitter name, but it's my Twitter handle name, but it's also the name of my Archive of Our Own profile, and it's a play on words with my name and the fact that I'm a sapphic. Anyway, and I had this name way before Omar covered symphonies, so life just works in mysterious ways sometimes. The last question I'm gonna address is because I know gays are like really into astrology and MBTI and stuff. I mean, I'm guilty of it. I'm not gonna drop my entire birth chart, but I'm a Capricorn, rising in Cancer, and my moon is in Leo, and my Venus is in Aquarius. That's from the top of my head, that's the four I can remember. And if you're asking about my sanity, being a Capricorn Cancer rising with a Leo moon, it's hard. It's really hard sometimes, but we manage. And as for the MBTI, I'm a proud INFJ, and I actually also was officially diagnosed with HSP, which is highly sensitive person or people. And it makes a lot of sense. It makes some things in my life just take another meaning, and I was hesitant for some years to use that label, and I don't really use it in my everyday life. It's just something I know about myself. But I was hesitant to identify with that label, HSP I mean, because from what I could see when I saw it represented and people talking about it, I thought it meant that you had to feel your own emotions really powerfully. That's not English. In a very powerful way, and I don't. I would say I'm an emotional sponge where I easily read people, and I understand, and I use empathy a lot, and I really easily feel people's pain, and I'm easily emotional and touched. And there are other stuff like I'm sensitive to lighting, to sound, to taste, not texture specifically, but taste and smells. But yeah, so I was hesitant for a lot of years to use that label because I thought that I had to also be really extreme with my own emotions, which I'm not. So I would encourage you, if that's your case, if you feel like maybe you may fall under that umbrella, take the test. Only you can decide if you are an highly sensitive person. And personally, from my own experience, I can just say that knowing this about myself and knowing that there's an explanation behind some of my behaviors, behind the way my brain works, it makes a lot of stuff lighter and easier to live. That's it for this video. I hope it answers some of your questions. If I ever get one of those questions under my video, I'm just not going to answer because this video exists. So yeah, I hope you had fun. I hope you could grasp who I am better. I know that some of you probably don't care because you're only there for the young royal content and the reactions, but you know, it's always nice when you get to know the person a bit better, because I feel like knowing the person, you can understand some of the reactions you're watching better as well. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. You can expect the second part of the young royals intimacy analysis video soon. I need to write it still and I need to record it, but it's coming. It's on its way. And I'm also going to post my reactions to Drunk pretty soon. Thank you so much for watching, and please follow me on Twitter, subscribe to this channel if you want more content, and yeah, bye.